Hello, all my dear Aries friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your awesome forecast for May. But first, I want to mention something I'm really excited about. Some of you have become very familiar with the books I've written and have talked about the very, very first one I ever wrote, called Now That I've Cast It, What Do I Do With It? Well, it's been updated, and this is the proof of it. The body of the book has remained the same, the content the same, but I've added more information on the North and South nodes. I hope you enjoy it very much. I love the new cover, and those of you who are moving along rapidly and really want to get to the heart of the issue, which is our programming. As you know, that's my passion. I recommend Hidden Messages in the Birth Chart, in your birth chart. Many of you have this book, and you have told me how it's helped you understand yourselves. I'm so thrilled. And those of you practicing will find this very, very helpful. Your clients will love you for it. Okay, now, let me find a place and let's talk about your awesome forecast. Oh my goodness. Well, right here, the whole first quadrant. This is yours, doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. Oh, this is so much better with glasses. All right, let's start with Mars, your sign ruler. It's in your 12th house of behind the scenes activities. And you've probably experienced a certain amount of frustration or impatience or even anger that you've stuffed because the 12th house stuffs it. Planets in the 12th house make you a disguised Pisces. So there's a holding back. But not after the 24th, because that's when Mars leaps into your first house. And look out the rest of the world, because Aries is going to tell it like it is. You know how your mantra is, I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. Well, you've been in your 12th, so to speak. You've been pulling back. There is no pulling back. After the 24th, you are leaping forward, and your mantra becomes out of my way. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. And I'll tell you why. I'm not an astrologer who suggests you squelch your feelings or any planetary aspect that you feel might be detrimental. Just channel it directly. This would be a good time to get back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So your energy really kicks in after the 24th. Do you have something important planned? Leap right into it. Now let's talk about Venus, the planet of love. It's pink. Once again, it's in your 12th house of wishful thinking and divine inspiration. It's one or the other or both, flipping between the two. On the 2nd of May, I mean, today is the 30th of April. So in 2 days, you are feeling really good about yourself. You may find that you are beautifying yourself. You will love you. Whenever Venus is in your first house, you love you. And when you love you, the world loves you. It is that simple. So you're feeling really good about yourself till the 28th, but don't you worry. On the 28th, Venus moves into its own house, the 2nd house of money. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Is this what you've been waiting for? There it is. Now, the sun, the center of our life, the giver of life, has been in your 2nd house, providing the wherewithal that you need, the finances you need. I love it. It's going to stay there till the 20th. When it moves into the third house, you'll be doing a lot of communication. You'll be sharing ideas. You may let it rip. You know, Aries, how you are, and that's okay. The third house deals with siblings, and so there can be open communication between you and a sibling, but it doesn't limit itself to siblings. It's just expressing your ideas, which I think is terrific. Now, Mercury, the blue planet. Let's talk about Mercury. It's going retrograde on the 10th. We have been and will continue to be in the shadow of the retrograde until the 10th. In the shadow, Mercury is preparing to be retrograde, which is why it feels like Mercury is already retrograde, even as I'm sitting here in my home doing my videos. It's announcing I'm getting ready to go retrograde. On the 10th, it does. Now, you do not start new projects on a retrograde Mercury. Instead, you tie up the loose ends of unfinished business. Mercury will go direct in June and go into the shadow one more time after it goes direct, and then it will be finished. So there can be loose details that you take care of through June on any project that you're already involved in. That's okay. All right, don't worry about a thing. You will be able to tie up loose ends. So Mercury is in your third house of ideas and talking and receiving messages, and just expect the unexpected. In fact, haven't you already been doing that with Mercury in the shadow of the retrograde? You get a phone call from somebody with a piece of news that just takes you by surprise. Mercury is moving back into your second house of money, where it will go direct. Okay, so the money's coming through. Okay, now, the full moon on the 16th is a lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse. It's in 25 Scorpio. On the full moon, things come to a head. So the ninth house is your higher mind. It's seeing a bigger picture. It's long distance travel. It just allows you to stand back and not get tied into the details. They'll drive you nuts. Okay. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon on the 30th in 9 degrees of Gemini. And this is you sharing ideas, talking it out. So in other words, you start off with the belief, the concept, the principle, and you express it. And Mars is in your first house, of course. So not on the full moon, which is really good, but shortly afterwards. So you will still be doing it your way, as you should. Okay, so the new moon has you sharing ideas, and it's travel, but on a more local level. In other words, the ninth house is travel to a foreign country. The third house is travel to a nearby state or neighborhood. I hope this makes sense. So, action, baby. It's coming. So much success to you this month. And please join me next month when once again I take a look at your forecast. Until then, Aries, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.